All right, let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks coming off a disappointing Monday Night Football result. This is still a good football team. We all know it, and they're heading into a big time matchup for them to get back into the win column. And to that end, Seattle just got some great news at a key position. Exciting stuff for the Seahawks. I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, through 4 weeks this season, the Seattle Seahawks have been surprising some people with a slate of really quality play. They're 3-1, and really, if it weren't for just an incredible, I'll call it an anomaly, Jared Goff not throwing an incomplete pass, this is probably a Seahawks team that's 4-0, but they're heading into not a must-win, but a big winning opportunity for them against the New York Giants. This is a Giants team coming off of 10 days rest. They're trying to get in the win column. Seahawks need all the help they can get, of course, getting some guys back due to some injuries. And on one guy, there was one concern, and that is safety Julian Love, but it looks like it's trending in the right direction. Let's pull up the latest report here, courtesy of Seahawks Wire. The Seattle Seahawks are looking to get back into the win column this weekend with a Week 5 home game against the New York Giants. On Monday night versus the Detroit Lions, Seattle's defense was without several critical defensive starters, including Pro Bowl safety Julian Love, who left with a thigh injury. Fortunately for Seattle, Love is back to being a full participant at practice, which lends itself to feeling optimistic he'll be able to take the field against his former team on Sunday. The other significant change to the injury report is rookie linebacker Tyrese Knight joining the DNP list when he was a full participant on Wednesday. The difference here is he has a non-injury related designation next to his name. Full injury report for Thursday's practice can be seen below, not below on this text. You guys can look it up online if you're so interested. Long story short, Seattle Seahawks get some good injury news. This is obviously big for them because injuries basically derailed their performance against the Detroit Lions. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. But first, Seahawks fans in the comment section below, heading into a home game against the Giants, a game I feel like you don't have to win, like I said, but it's a great opportunity. Give us your prediction, final score. Seahawks, Giants, in the comment section below. Really curious what you guys have to say there. But Miles, I will throw it over to you now. What are your thoughts on this latest update out of Seattle?
Yeah, Nick, I think the Tyrese Knight one, it's interesting because it looks like maybe he's trending towards playing if it's not an injury related thing, but you're not sure. But the main theme here is Julian Love. I think that's the key here is Julian Love. If you're a Seahawks fan, you definitely know this, but other fans of other teams may not know this. Julian Love is playing out of his mind this season. He's the number 2 overall graded safety per PFF with an 89.9 overall grade this season. He's done phenomenally well. So when you have a player like that goes out during a key game, and like you said, an anomaly performance by Jared Goff where he doesn't actually miss a single pass, a guy like Julian Love could be a really big help there. So when he gets injured, that is very difficult to deal with. So him coming back, I think, is great. And you say, kind of a must win. I think it's definitely a must win against a struggling Giants team who doesn't actually know what they're going to do at the quarterback position. I think this is prime opportunity for the Seahawks, and especially prime opportunity for Julian Love to get back on his feet against a shaky at best offensively Giants team. Maybe get some pass deflections, maybe get an interception or something like that. Get back into the game against a team who hasn't been doing the greatest offensively. So I think overall, this is really great news for the Seahawks that Julian Love is coming back. But for Love's sake, this is great timing that they get to come back against a Giants team that I think will be a good move for them going forward to get him warmed up because coming down the stretch, it's going to be pretty tough after this Giants game. You got the 49ers, who, if healthy, tough team, but their health has been shaky well. The Falcons, really tough team right now. They're looking pretty feisty. The Bills, Rams, there's a really big stretch of tough teams that this Seahawks team is going to have to face. So overall, I think really great news update for the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's important to understand that not all injuries are created equal. In the salary cap era, what hurts more is not when expensive players, when players you've given a lot of money to miss time, right? Because when you pay a player a lot of money, you usually sacrifice some depth on the back end. Like they gave Julian Love a pretty healthy contract, not a crazy contract, but a pretty healthy one because they gave him that money. There was maybe 2 depth guys they couldn't sign. That's just the way it works in the NFL under the salary cap. Then when Julian Love has to leave the game, you're not only missing Julian Love, you're also missing that opportunity cost of those 2 depth guys. That's when big salary guys get hurt, it's kind of a double whammy. And that's why it's an even better sign that he's healthy, looks to be 100% good to go. It seems full speed ahead that he's going to play against the Giants. And while I'm not 100% on board with you when you say it's a must win, it still is only week 5 right at this point, a lot of football left. This is such an important opportunity because you mentioned the Seattle Seahawks schedule. It only gets tougher from here. And this is a Giants team that even though they're 1-3, they've been a little feisty, right? They've been in some close games. They've played some good football, at least defensively. I think they'll give Geno Smith a few issues. Their front four for New York is solid. We all know the Seattle Seahawks have had some issues on their own offensive line. I think this could be a lower scoring game, which means it's all about making plays on the defensive side, looking at turnovers, like you said there. Julian Love coming back, being a turnover machine, a tackling machine as well to help out this defense could be exactly what they need to bounce back from a 40-burger given up against the Detroit Lions. This is a big opportunity for Seattle. They're 3-1. They got through some of the, I'll say, more winnable games, right? They beat the Patriots, for example. They beat rookie quarterback Bo Nix. They gave the Lions, I felt like that was an opportunity to win. That just, again, a weird game from Jared Goff. Not every day someone's going to throw no incomplete passes. I think going forward, this is still a good football team, but they need to prove it. The good teams have to beat the bad teams. They're playing against a team, the New York Giants, that overall isn't very good. They've got to handle business against New York. I think they do, but they're going to need guys like Julian Love to have good performances.